Welcome back to Kelly's Wild Adventures, everybody. Today we find ourselves in Westland, Michigan at the Cadillac Memorial Gardens West. You see, we're here to tell the story of Gregory Hill. We're telling the story to hopefully keep the memory of Greg alive. I'm going to read to you a newspaper article from November 22nd, 1980. Headline: Inkster man charged with killing teenager. Garden City. An Inkster man was charged Friday with first-degree murder in the slaying of a 16-year-old Garden City gas station attendant during a November 12th robbery. Charles Root, 28, was held without bond after arraignment before Judge Evan Callanan in Westland's 18th District Court. Police said Larry Stanley Greenidge, 24, of Lansing, will be arraigned Saturday on the same charge. Police said the two men killed Gregory David Hill shortly before midnight while he was working alone in a station at Cherry Hill and Middleboat. The station's owner, Harry Gabbert, faces a State Department of Labor citation for allowing the high school junior to work past 10:30 p.m. on a school night, in violation of child labor laws. Police said $270 and 78 cartons of cigarettes were taken in the robbery. What a terrible thing to do something like that to somebody. For $270 and 78 cartons of cigarettes. Now, I don't want to get into the details too much about the murder, but I will tell you it was very gruesome. They hurt him. They shot him right in the body part that does the thinking. If you can catch my drift without me being too gruesome or giving too much details. If you want to look up the details, you can probably find it on the internet. Otherwise, I'm going to provide a picture later on in the video of the newspaper article. It won't go into detail, but the word around town is that's what happened. I'm from Garden City. I was 13 years old when that happened, and it's bothered me ever since. When I was 13 years old, I read that newspaper from November 22nd, 1980 in the junior high library at my school, and I couldn't believe something like that took place just a couple miles down the road. And it's bothered me all these years, and now I have the chance to help keep Greg's memory alive, and so I'm doing so. Now we're gonna go to a couple other locations for this video that has to do with the murder of Greg Hill, and then we'll wind up back here at the cemetery to pay our respects. We are now at the location where the crime occurred. We have Cherry Hill Road there, and we have Middleboat Road right there. Now you may be asking, well, where's the Clark gas station? Well, with time, things change. The Clark gas station was torn down, and this strip mall here now takes its place. The gas station, the building for the gas station is right about on the other side of those vehicles right there, that truck and that SUV. That's where the gas station would have been. And if you look close at the pictures coming up, you'll see there was a house or two right where that empty field is. Those houses are gone, so pay attention. When you see the pictures of the old gas station, that's where the houses used to be. A senseless crime all over. $270 and what was it, 78 cartons of cigarettes. A 16-year-old lost his life. Here we have somebody's newspaper article where they dated with pencil at the top, January 1960. At the bottom it reads, New Clark Oil Service Station at Cherry Hill and Middlebelt. Now this is the picture where I told you to pay attention to the house. It's all the way to the far right. It has a Clark symbol on the side of the house. It's an empty lot today. Now feel free to freeze the video to read this clip for the grand opening. I find it interesting how they were giving away glass tumblers and trading stamps to the adults, and to the children they were giving away Cracker Jacks and suckers. Here we have an advertisement for Jim's Clark Service, 111 Middlebelt. Now there are things that lead me to believe Greg was a hockey player, an ice hockey player. And where we're going next is a building that gives me the belief he was a hockey player, and that's where I'm taking you now, to the next location. We are now at the next location for this video, about a mile down the road from where the crime occurred. We are in Garden City Park, and within Garden City Park we have the Garden City Civic Arena, which is the ice arena, and I believe Greg Hill played ice hockey here because they honored him by putting a plaque up on the wall of his picture. Now I'd like to take us inside and show you that picture, but I'm pretty sure they're closed. The plaque would have been right about on the other side of those doors, on the inside, on the other side of this wall. You'll see a picture of Greg Hill later in the video, and I'm pretty sure that's where the picture came from. I got it online, and I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me correct, being on the inside of this building, it was the same picture up on the wall. But this is where he more than likely was on an ice hockey team. And the second reason I believe he played ice hockey is because on his headstone there are two hockey sticks that are crossed, and it says number 5 right above the hockey sticks, which you'll see also later in this video. Now let's go back to the cemetery and pay our respects. We are now at our final stop and location of this video, back at the cemetery, to pay our respects to Greg. Now I want to make sure it's understood that this video is an educational documentary, and I can't emphasize enough that it's also being made to keep the memory of Greg alive. He was a vibrant 16-year-old, and here we have his final resting place. I did bring Greg some flowers. I picked a color that's vibrant, which is yellow. I brought him some miniature sunflowers. He was a vibrant 16-year-old, so I brought him some vibrant flowers. And I'm gonna cross them on his headstone, just like those hockey sticks are crossed. And there's this number 5. I'm sure that was on his jersey. In loving memory of Gregory David Hill, May 1st, 1964, November 12th, 1980. I'm sorry for what happened to you, Greg, but you will not be forgotten.